let the race carry itself, and then kind of follow my cues. So I got out normal, but didn't really feel the race pan out the way I expected it. It was a little bit slow through 200. So I had like a brief moment where I was like, do I just kind of run, or do I just kind of listen to what Coach Watch said? So I just kind of settled back with them, and then when 200 came, I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like, it's either now or never. So I decided to make the move. I feel like compared to my season opener 2 weeks ago, it's a slight different approach towards the race. But overall, I need to run kind of in between what I ran that race and this race in terms of race pattern to kind of be dialed in. So I'm working on a few things, and we'll be maybe a little more race, and I'll get it dialed in.
And as you go from this race, as you look forward to the next, how exactly are you kind of looking at your training and looking at your racing? What are you focusing on? How are you trying to like prepare for the next races, the Olympic trials, what comes beyond?
Yeah, right now the theme of this year for myself is kind of management. It's been quite a difficult January to March or May for myself. Just dealing with a few body type issues, but right now it's all about managing and of course getting dialed in. I haven't really sprinted since January, to be honest. So it's been a journey. It's been very different, but we're making it work.
And 400 meters versus, I know we've dabbled in a couple other events over the past few years.
Yeah.
Why 400 now? And like, how did it feel to go out there and run that 400? Did it feel like coming home? What was going through your head?
Well, I think for one, I guess the 400 is always going to be in my heart. But long story short, to put it in most simple terms, it's just not worth the risk to jump down in those shorter events, especially on a year like this, just because we don't execute and you don't perform the way you want to or the way that people are expected. You don't really, things don't look good. So it's safer and less of a risk for me to be competing in the 400, which I still enjoy just as much, but it's just unfortunate that it's just the circumstance of how the sport works. So looking forward to running the 400 the rest of the year. Should be exciting, and I'm ready to get really into it.
And obviously a very big year. Goals looking ahead?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. I think this year's the year for redemption for myself. Not because I didn't run last year, but I fell short in Tokyo. So this year, really dialing in and fighting that inner 400, just to come home and bring back gold for America. So it's gonna be really exciting, and I have a lot to prove to myself.
Michael, any second thoughts about last year?
Sorry?
Any second thoughts about last year?
Second thoughts?
About focusing on the 100 or?
No, I think I said my piece. I think my piece with what I said. I just want to keep it real simple. I don't want to overcomplicate my feelings or the issue. It's in the past, and just looking forward to the future.
I noticed you went over there and shook hands with Michael and Steve. Would you like to join that club? Obviously, you want to join that club.
Yeah, I think it's a good club to join. Of course, my coach is one of the greats, and being coached by him has been great for the past. Since 2016, actually. So, of course, eventually I'll be part of that group, but right now it's a little too early for myself to be even in consideration of that group. So, I'm just going to go out there and continue being Michael Norman, and hopefully one day I'll be looked up to.
And the way you wanted to walk us through from big to small, the changes that you made to get you back in a place where you felt like you'd be in the best position.
I took a step back, took a couple of months off of track. I think. So after U.S. trials, I just took an extended period of time off. It was good and bad. It sucked coming back to practice because I was out of shape. But going back, I felt refreshed. I had some clarity in my head, and I was ready to move forward. So I think that was one of the biggest steps that I needed. And then had to learn to kind of be a little bit more patient with myself. And I just kind of grew more as an athlete. So it's just been small steps in the right direction. Hopefully it'll get me to where I need to be.
Are you still paying attention to the sport? And there's a couple months off where you're trying to distance yourself, give yourself some mental space.
Well, I was completely shut out. I just stopped. The only world championship race I watched was Rise 400 hurdles. Other than that, I did not watch any track until World Relays a couple of weeks ago. So that was the first time I really watched track in a really long time. Yeah. I think it gave me the clarity that I needed because I was on a downward spiral towards hating the sport. So I was like, I need to just take a step back, gather myself before I get into this
point of no return. So it was really important for myself to kind of give myself some space and just be a normal person for just a little bit of time.
Michael, when